This is Good Morning Jacksonville. First Coast News on your side.
Trevor Lawrence, he's going to look up top. He's got a man behind the defense.
The quarterback group is historically great because of Trevor Lawrence.
And just super excited for life ahead. The best is always yet to come.
We are just a few hours away from the biggest draft pick ever for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and of course, Trevor Lawrence is at the top of the list.
Your coverage of the NFL Draft begins right here on Good Morning Jacksonville.
Oh, good morning to the sexiest fans in all the NFL. Talking about your Jacksonville Jaguar fans. You know you are. Don't be so shy and coy about it. It only makes sense, my friends, being the good lookers that you are, that we got Trevor Lawrence coming to town. Going to fit in absolutely magnificently in the River City, I think.
Are you saying Trevor's a good-looking guy?
Hey, listen. If you know it, you own it. I'm strong enough and comfortable enough with all that to say yes. Look at that hair.
Seriously, we have to just admit it. He is.
And he's a good quarterback, too, and he can win some football games. Hey,
now, that's what matters. That's what we care about here.
I'm Lou Turner. Hope you're having a good one.
And I'm Keitha Nelson, folks. You just heard it. We've been saying it for months. Trevor Lawrence is our guy. Lou, I was asking you earlier, is there any way that the Jags can actually fumble this? Is that possible?
It's not possible.
Because I'm sure folks are superstitious. They're probably like, oh, my gosh, we're doing this too much. We're talking about him too much. But
it's not going to happen.
He's ours, right?
He's ours.
Okay, good. Good to know, good to hear.
It'll be confirmed tonight at 8 o'clock. Full coverage of that all-important pick on our own big board. That'll be ABC 25 tonight. We'll hope you'll watch that. Now, we begin with our own top pick on our team coverage, sports director Chris Porter. He'll be with us talking with Jags owner Shad Khan, who calls this the happiest he's been since that 2017 run to the AFC Championship game. Unbelievable. Oh, man, what a
great time. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
gosh, it feels like it was just yesterday.
It does, but it's, 4 years.
Can we have a repeat, please? It was a fun time. Leah Shields is also here at the bank to tell us about the frontline workers headed to Cleveland to experience the NFL Draft live. How cool is that? And later on, Jordan Wilkerson with First Coast Living will present our heroes in scrubs with a little gift, a little token of appreciation.
What a fun morning. It's a great way to start on a Thursday, for sure. A lot going on, but we have to start your Thursday the right way, as we always do, weather and traffic together. Let's begin with our forecast and meteorologist, storm expert Lauren Roundcrest. Good morning, Lauren.
What's up? Keitha, Lou, I am so hyped. Y'all are bringing the energy this morning out there at the bank. I love it, and we've got great weather in store, although things are heating up. It is no coincidence that we're going to be near 90 degrees today as we head into the afternoon hours. Even the beaches staying in the middle 80s, so it'll be a warm afternoon. Prevailing flow out of the southwest, pumping in the humidity as well. And I am sure you already feel it out there first thing this morning. As far as our weekend skycast goes, we keep the sun in the picture. The weekend forecast continues to improve with our next big rainmaker into middle and late portion of next week. But we will still have a couple of showers and storms to track tomorrow afternoon, and then a couple of chances throughout the weekend. I'll break that all down as far as the timing goes in just a moment, but let's head on over to Katie Jeffries in the U.S. Health Traffic Center.
Thank you very much, Lauren. All right, we are watching those roads out there for you this morning, and the good news is things overall are moving along very nicely. Let's take a look over here towards the Fuller Warren Bridge. You're not seeing any delays or any slowdowns there, so I do love that. Now, if you're going to be coming downtown tonight, maybe you have tickets to go to the draft there at the bank. It is sold out, so you need your ticket to be able to get in to go to TIAA Bank Field. Or maybe you're coming downtown because you're going to Jack's River Jams. Either way, it's probably going to be busier and heavier traffic than normal coming into the downtown area because you're going to have a crowd of people going to see the draft, and you're going to have people that are going to go see Sugar Ray towards where the landing used to be for Jack's River Jam. So keep that in mind and maybe give yourself a little bit of extra time since you're going to see some congestion as you make your way towards downtown. I-95, if you're traveling from St. John's towards downtown, no problems there, about 18 to 20 minutes. And if you're traveling around the Georgia area, I-95 looks good there as well.
Katie just gave you some really good advice. Give yourself some extra time. All right, folks, it's now 4 minutes past the hour on this Thursday morning. The NFL Draft is happening tonight, a very exciting time. And this draft is a really big one for Jags owner Shad Khan.
Underscore that. In fact, Shad Khan, in now his almost 10 years of owning the Jacksonville Jaguars, told our own Chris Porter it's going to be the biggest night of his ownership career so far. But you don't have to take our word for it. Chris Porter is with us live right now. He can tell us about the whole interview. Hello, Chris.
Good morning, guys. The stage behind me is set. The video boards, all eyes will be on that video board tonight, shortly after 8 o'clock, with the Jacksonville Jaguars, although they're on the clock now, will be on the clock. As you guys have said, this is the biggest draft in the franchise's history, and for the first time in the franchise's history, they have that first overall pick. Shad Khan saying that they can't mess up this pick, and they definitely cannot mess up this draft.
In my wildest dreams, I didn't think a year ago we'd be 1 in 15, but today you say, hey, you know, maybe that's a blessing now.
Jaguars owner Shad Khan using the failures of his team's past to appreciate what could be in the future, starting with the 2021 NFL Draft.
Now, you know, I feel, you know, with the change in leadership and obviously the draft coming up, I mean, we can have a sustainable, you know, winning team that the city can be proud of and, you know, our fans can be proud of.
Khan saying he has not been this happy since the Jaguars made it to the AFC Championship game back in 2018, and that while Urban Meyer has no NFL head coaching experience, he's a proven winner.
But there's a reason he's won. You know, he's smart, he's diligent, he's curious, he's learning. And so, I mean, I've seen him, how he put a staff together, you know, the best of the best, how free agency, it was really planned. And now for the draft, I mean, the thoroughness, all the work that's gone into, you know, looking at the players, and certainly, you know, I mean, I am very optimistic.
Khan also knows how important it is for the Jaguars to get the #1 overall pick right.
You know, we've had 8 starting quarterbacks in 9 years, okay? Think about that. If we get it right, you know, we'll be set, and if we don't, then, you know, we're looking at more disappointment and failure down the road.
And back here live, you're taking a look at one of the world's largest video boards. The 2021 NFL Draft is going down in Cleveland, but all eyes will be on Jacksonville tonight as the Jaguars are making that first overall pick. I don't care what Shad Khan wouldn't say about who they're going to select. I know this for a fact. They are going to take Trevor Lawrence with that first overall pick. Back to the interview, Khan also says that he's disappointed that he has not been able to put together a winning team consistently for this fan base, but he appreciates their loyalty. He also says that when we get this draft right, we could be winners for a long, long time. That's the story from down here on the field. Let's send it back upstairs to Lou and Keith.
When we get it right, hopefully we're going to get it right this time around. Thanks for that, Chris.
And we've got a lot more on those loyal fans. Actually, Leah Shields joining us here in just a moment. But first, before we get there, let's check in with Katie Jeffries back in studio with our Fast Lane. Hello, Katie.
Hey, good morning, guys. So new developments in the case of Ahmaud Arbery's death. A federal grand jury has handed up indictments against the 3 men facing charges, charging them with a hate crime and attempted kidnapping. An attorney for one of those men tells us, quote, "We are very disappointed with the decision of the Department of Justice," end quote. In Clay County, 3 people were killed in a small plane crash yesterday. According to the FAA, the plane left Spencer's Air Park in Middleburg and then crashed about 2 miles away along Violet Way. It also caught fire on impact. At this hour, it is unclear what caused that plane to crash, but the FAA and NTSB are investigating. JSO upholding an officer's actions when he used a taser on a woman in a Publix parking lot. The case centers along the woman wrongfully accused of stealing in February of 2020. Now, Officer Kevin Munger, he repeatedly asked Tawanda Crowell to show her ID as well as a store receipt, which was later found. She refused to get out of her car, accusing Munger of racial profiling, and that's when he used his taser. Former JSO Detective Ken Varner believes the officer followed the department guidelines. The woman is suing Publix, saying they failed to properly train employees. Publix says the officer is not an employee and the store played no role in the arrest. And home sweet home for a German Shepherd missing for nearly a month. Rebecca Williams from St. Augustine spent weeks trying to find her dog Cass, who turned up safe and sound in Indiana. Minutes after learning, though, that her dog was found, she said she got in the car, she hit the road. Williams says Cass is now constantly being stopped at the dog park and PetSmart because people recognize him, and he gets a lot of welcome home greetings, and hopefully a lot of dog bones as well.
But how? How? What? Indiana. Okay.
Folks, this is so cool. So Baptist Health Jacksonville, they're actually sending some of their employees to Cleveland to watch the draft live.
That's awesome.
And it's well deserved, too.
It's a good gift. All right, Leah Shields joining us now live from the field with more on that. Hello, Leah.
Hey, Lou. So, two things I know about Jags fans. They're loyal and they are hopeful. And the Baptist employees I talk to are big Jags fans. Now, they're often here at the stadium during the games. Now they're taking their hope to Ohio to try to score big with Trevor Lawrence. They're leaving on a jet plane, but I promise they'll be back again.
Achieve the pinnacle of the NFL. Yeah, and the fun really is in the journey. You know what I mean? It's and sometimes having to endure some of the losing makes the winning that much sweeter. So we're looking forward to our share of the winning in the coming years. That's for sure.
David Morrell is taking his brother Jonathan with him. They've had season tickets for as long as they can remember, and David says they've been fans of football in Jacksonville before the team was the Jaguars. Same goes for Kip Deckerhoff, who is taking his wife to draft night.
It was an interesting season, so yes, we were excited going to the games. Won the first game of the season. We're like, yes, this is an awesome year. Lost the next couple, and then, we thought we had some hope, and then all of a sudden, maybe we don't want to win.
The airport goodbye is bittersweet, knowing they're going to return home with a new hope. So with the Jags, it's not always about what happens on the field. A lot happens off the field. I have a very special, exclusive guest this morning. The toaster, you guys. This is the $300 toaster that fans bought for Trevor Lawrence and his wife for their wedding. This is the same make and model, obviously not their toaster, which is happily at their home right now. But joining me live on GMJ. From TIAA Bank Field, Leah Shields, First Coast News on your side.
So what does it do? Right? Exactly.
What, for $300?
It better sing me a song and dance for me.
Leah, you should hear this guy. During your hit, he was saying he wanted you to put your hand in the toaster.
I did not want you to. You did it the first time. No. Hey, speaking of Heroes in Scrubs, we just met some great folks at Baptist. We continue our Heroes in Scrubs series with Jordan Wilkerson. We're going to meet her right after the break. Stay there.
Hey, we are back here live at TIAA Bank Field for the biggest Thursday in the NFL. We're talking about the draft. It's happening tonight. We're excited about this.
Coast to coast, everybody's excited. The hope, the things that could be on the horizon for every team in the NFL, but the Jags have the #1 overall pick. And, of course, we're going to welcome Trevor Lawrence. Can't wait for that. But first, let's get you caught up on some other stories we get through this morning.
Yeah, I love this one. So a military member says he's not taking anything for granted, and he's making sure to inspire future generations.
Yeah, his journey has been a tough one, but here he is now with Renata DiGregorio.
Ryan Clark's story takes us through war and cancer to the other side. And for him, that other side is his business, Code Ninjas.
Anything's possible, and it starts today.
This is the mindset with which Air Force reservist Ryan Clark now teaches children about life through coding video games and STEM activities. At Code Ninjas.
They're starting in white belt talking about what problems do they want to solve and how do they want to use their knowledge to make the world a better place, and that's just powerful.
But making it to that mindset that anything's possible, it was a journey that took him to Afghanistan and through cancer treatment.
At 37 years old, I found out I had stage 3 colon cancer. It was eye-opening, it was a shocker. I really didn't know what the future held for me. You say you want to do all these things, and then something like that happens and it shows that life isn't guaranteed.
Now in year 5 of being cancer-free, he's taking nothing for granted and changing the next generation.
It's really about making sure that our children are prepared for the future. When you see that smile on their face, that's really what makes it worth it.
It's with that mindset that 7 to 14-year-olds are building video games here in Ponte Vedra and at Code Ninjas in Fleming Island. I'm Renata DiGregorio, First Coast News on your side.
Hey Renata, thank you, and good morning everyone. It is draft day here in Duval. Temperatures already starting off steamy. We've got a lot more humidity in our atmosphere and you are feeling it. As soon as you step out the door, I'm just telling you, bring an extra bottle of hairspray, ladies. That's all I'm going to say. 65 degrees is the air temperature in Mayport, dew point of 65 as well. We've got a little bit of a breeze out there out of the south-southwest, which indicates a couple things. Number one, no fog widespread across the region this morning, but we will will watch those temperatures heat up all the way to the beaches this afternoon before that sea breeze can help to cool things off. How about Jax River Jams taking place in downtown Jax? The breeze will also be blowing out of the southwest by then. A bit breezy until sunset. 87 degrees by 6 o'clock in the evening. Warm and humid, even a heat index as well. By the way, Sugar Ray is headlining tonight, and yes, I have been singing all of the songs over there in the Weather Center. I'll spare you on live television. Draft night in Duval, though, with those warm temperatures at TIAA Bank Field. 85 by 7 p.m. By 10 p.m. we'll still be near 80 degrees in the upper 70s. How about in Cleveland? They've got a big storm moving through today. Dreary conditions, temperatures in the 50s, but the good thing is things clear out by the time the draft is getting underway on ABC 25. Temperatures stay warm through the week's end with mostly dry conditions through the weekend. Just a few isolated storms later tomorrow. Katie, over to you in the UF Health Traffic Center.
Thank you very much, Lauren. All right, we are watching those roadways for you, and things still look pretty nice to start out your day. I mean, take a look here towards the Buckman Bridge. That is a gorgeous shot of the bridge, and you're not seeing any brake lights or any crashes, so that's always a good sign. And all of your local bridges look pretty nice at this point. Traveling around the Clay County area, no problems along Blanding or 17 at this point, but we are watching it closely. Also, your beach routes here, Atlantic Beach and JTB, are all moving up to speed as well, so that is some great news. Moving out towards the Lake City area, no problems along I-75, I-10, or US 90. So far this morning, I haven't seen any crashes causing delays. I haven't seen any big problems, but if that changes, I'll let you know.
Thanks for that, Katie. It's 19 minutes past the hour. You know, it has been a tough year for all of us, but there is a particular group of people that have really just been in the trenches this entire time, working tirelessly to help protect and in some cases save lives.
Absolutely. It's our superheroes in scrubs. And to honor them this morning, let's go live to Jordan Wilkerson. You know her, you love her, you see on First Coast Living. She's joining us here on GMJ for a mega crossover event right now. Good morning, Jordan. How we doing?
Good morning, y'all. Oh, we're doing so great out here. We've got some of these wonderful medical professionals. You know, it is going to be Healthcare Professionals Week, and we want to honor them, of course, for superheroes in scrubs. So I'm joined by Dr. Mary Revel, and you are the Chief Nursing Officer here at Memorial Hospital.
Yes, good morning.
I would love to present you with these wonderful shirts, Superhero in Scrubs from First Coast News. You're part of our vaccine team now.
Oh, we love these. These are awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So what is it, how do you feel to be honored in this way? And how do you feel about your team?
It's been absolutely an incredible year. It's been amazing to be recognized by the community and by First Coast News for the second year in a row for our Healthcareos in Scrubs.
So what has been the biggest challenge other than last year altogether? But I mean, out of that, what has your team been going through?
Oh, our team has been working long hours, absolutely living the mission and vision of the organization, treating every patient in the community with incredible respect and compassion.
And so you've got some lovely people here behind you. Thank you for joining us this morning, and thank you for all you do. And so what makes you most proud, though, about your team?
I think most proud is just, connecting with all those patients in our community and celebrating all those patients that we've been able to discharge with COVID.
Yes.
We've discharged over 7,000 patients in the last year.
Yeah, we're gonna just give you a round of applause. Thank you so much. We'll be talking back with them a little bit later, so stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna toss it back to you guys, and I just want to say thank you again for everything you do here at Memorial Hospital.
Thank you so very much for your support.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much for everything y'all have done, especially over the last year. Now, coming up on GMJ, this week's Teacher of the Week, how she helps out students with disabilities.
Jackie Williams has been a teacher at Morning Star School for about 4 years now, and being a teacher for students with various learning and developmental disabilities, she says she has one main goal, and that's seeing her kids excel beyond limiting circumstances.
It's more about teaching them those life skills and social skills, so then they can go out and make connections, and they can work hard and do great things like outside of school and be a part of their community. It just helps improve their quality of life. Definitely the connections that I've been able to form with my kids over the years has been probably the best thing.
Well, I've got to say, just by talking to Ms. Williams via Zoom the other day, I knew she had a passion for seeing her kids succeed, and she definitely has the heart for it. So we want to say a big congratulations to Jackie Williams from Morning Star School for being recognized as our Teacher of the Week.
Hey, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. If you're headed out the door, you are going to need the sunscreen, the water bottles today. It is going to be hot, hot, hot through the week's end, near 90 degrees. This weekend, though, a bit of a cool down behind a cold front. We'll see the sunshine, though, each and every day. Just a couple chances for a few showers here and there.
All right.
Lauren, you would just love this, man. It's
The
gorgeous
sunrise.
out here.
Sunrise is great. We're going to need to get that all over. Hashtag GMJ, share that for us. It is a new sunrise over Duval this morning, and things are changing for sure for your Jaguars. We'll talk about that coming up.